Jim here with the Internet Marketing Tools blog, and just wanted to share a little information with you all about uh, the impact of images and the marketing power of images on Facebook. Now, here is a nice little funny image that I came across and, quite frankly, swiped from another Facebooker, and I went ahead and grabbed it and uploaded it to my Facebook timeline. And I did this for a purpose. I wanted to show you here. Look down here, this little area, this little button down here at the bottom right of the picture. It says Show Shares. If I click that, it shows the various people that have shared this item that I had posted. And notice that there's, right now at this point, it's only been overnight, there's just 3. It's not something that's gone runaway, but by the same token, it has been shared. Now, how can this have marketing power? Well, let's take a look at the image and think about this for a second. This is about, it says vegetarianism and food and whatnot. So therefore, if you had a product or a program that was promoting something to do with health, then this would be at least tangentially appropriate. How would you use this to promote something, though, in a very passive way, so that it would not interfere with as much social sharing as possible, but also would carry with it a marketing message? Well, we have a little bit of real estate right under here, under Good Question, and right over here at the top of the border here that could be utilized for this. In this case, I would probably put it down under Good Question. What I would do is just put a URL to a squeeze page. Okay. By doing that, again, it's not going to interfere with the joke of the image. It's also not going to interfere with its being shared. But if this should go viral enough that there were tens of thousands of people that are viewing this, and quite frankly, from just 3 shares, that could be in front of a couple thousand people already. You don't really know, because you don't know with those individual people that share it what kind of a following they have. If it happens to get shared by someone with a huge following, you could end up with a lot of people being exposed to your URL. This is a great way to carry it with. Another way is if up here in the message under can we get a ruling on this, Jill, a friend of mine who is a vegetarian, so I went ahead and put that in there to get some people talking about it. Had I put under that the URL, now anytime someone would hit share, the message gets carried with it. Remember here when we were looking at the shares here? Let's take a look at that. And notice that right under there, can we get a ruling on this, Jill? Had I put the URL under there, it would have been carried with it as well. I've done it both ways. I tend to like, for that matter, what's wrong with both? Putting it there and putting it under here. Think about it for a second. Someone does what I did and clicks on it so that it comes out in a light box, and then right clicks on the image to steal it and takes it, and my only place I have the URL is down here in the message, then it doesn't go with it. So it's a good practice to put it on the image itself. And again, in my experience, it has very little effect as far as it being shared. So again, very good vehicle for getting a message out there and passively promoting a product, and in many cases kind of actively in the end, because if it ends up being in front of hundreds of thousands or even millions of people, and you only got 1/100th of a % click-through rate to the URL, you'd still be in pretty good shape there. So just a little thought, really good method of getting a message out there on social media is to share images which have a tendency to go viral. See you again soon.